morning students. Today we are going to see the topic decimals from class 6th NCERT textbook decimals chapter number 8 decimals. So before starting the decimal chapter I want to give you the basic idea about what are decimal numbers. For example 0.27. In this part is called whole part, or we can say whole number part, and this part we can say decimal part. So together whole number, part and decimal part will make a decimal number. So 0.27 is called as decimal number. Okay, like this, suppose 3.5. So what is the whole part here? 3. And what is the decimal part? 5. Okay. So now you understand the concept of whole part and decimal part in decimal numbers. Now we are going to see tenths. Concept of tenths. As we know, 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. Okay. Now from this 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter. 10 will go that side in the by form. This will be equal to, if we divide by 10 to 1, we will get 0.1. So 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1 centimeter. So we say 1 millimeter is the 1/10 of a centimeter. 1/10 of a centimeter. Okay? Now you understand? Now see 7 centimeter, 5 millimeter. So 7 centimeter plus 5 millimeter will be 5 by 10th of a centimeter. So together we can write 7.5 centimeter. As we see here, 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter, 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10, that is 1 millimeter is equal to 0.1. In this way, 5/10 will become 0.5. So together we can write 7.5 centimeter. Okay? So in this way we can have the concept of tenths. 1 by 10th, that means tenth. Okay. Now similarly 8 centimeter, 3 millimeter will become 8.3 centimeter in the decimal form. Okay. Now you can see the place value table of decimal numbers up to 10th place, page number 165 NCERT. In this page, some 3 tables are given. See, in the first table, it consists 2 places. Tenths ones. Difference among these is tenths, TENTHS. That means 1 by 10. Tenths means 1 by 10. And ones, as we know, ones place, tens place, 100 place. So 1. In this table, you see 2, 3. So 2 belongs to the whole part in ones place, and 3 belongs to the decimal place in 10th place. So if you write the decimal number of these 2 places, we can write 2.3, because after the whole part, decimal part will start. In the decimal part, first part is 1/10, that is 3. So 2.3. Similarly 4, 5. So 4 is in ones place and 5 is in 10th place. So for the decimal number of this, 4.5. Similarly in the second table, you see all these 3 tables are in the page number 165 NCERT textbook. So in this table, you see there are 3 places given. Tenths, that means decimal place, ones and tens. These are the whole part places. So in this whole part places, ones and tens, and then decimal place, tenths. So we have these numbers in this table, 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5 means in the whole place 2, 3, that is 23. Then decimal place started, that means point. then here 5. So 23.5. In this way 307. 3 and 0 is in the ones place and tens place in the whole part place, and in tenths place, that is decimal place, 7 is there. So in this 30.7 will come. Okay. Similarly, in the third table, place value table, there are 4 places are there. Tenths, that means decimal place, ones, tens, hundreds. These 3 places will have the whole number part places. So in this 538 and 1. So 538 is 538 because it is in the whole part, and in decimal part 1 is there, that means 0.1. So 538.1. Similarly, in this 2, 7, 3 and 4. 4 is in the decimal place, so 0.4. Then before that 273, there is 273. In this way 3, 5, 4 and 6. For this the decimal number is 354.6, and 4097 will become 409.7. So in this way we can write the numbers in the place value tables, that is decimal numbers, place value tables, up to we have seen hundreds, and in the decimal part only up to 10th place, because in the first exercise 8.1 up to 10th place is there. In the next classes I will tell you up to the next level decimal places, that is 100th place and 1000th place, like this. So after studying these 3 tables, now we are able to see the NCERT textbook 8.1. Students, now we are going to see the NCERT exercise 8.1. In this first question is, see, write the following as numbers in the given table. So table is given. For that we have to fill the table, and for question number 1A, some blocks are given. Tens, there are 3 blocks are there, and ones, 1 block is given, and tens, there are 2 slices are given. And in B question, for hundreds 1 block is there, tens 1 block is there, and ones no block is there, and tens there are 4 slices are there. So we can fill the table now. See, in this way, in question A, so in hundreds no block is there, for that 0 we put, and tens there are 2 blocks, 3 blocks are there, so we wrote here 3, and in ones only 1 block is there, so we wrote here 1, and tens there are 2 slices are there, for that we wrote here 2. In this way we fill the table for first question A, 1A. Then for 1B, see, there is in hundreds 1 big block is there, so we wrote here 1, and in tens there is 1 block is there, so we wrote here 1 for tens, and ones no block is there, so we wrote here 0, and in tens there are 4 slices are there, for that we wrote here 4. In this way we fill this table according to the question for question 1A and B. Okay, now you understand the question number 1. Now we are going to see question number 2. See, write question number 2, write the following decimals in the place value table. So decimal numbers are given in 2A, B, C, D. In A 19.4, B 0.3, C 10.6, and D 205.9. For these decimal numbers we have to fill the table according to the place value table. So we draw here the table in which this place is tens, that is 1 by 10, and ones and tens and hundreds place. Like that we draw the table. In this table now we are going to fill these decimal numbers. See, in this, in the decimal part 4 is there. So tenth we can write here 4, and in ones place 9 is there. In ones we can write here 9, and tens place 1 is there. So for tens we can write 1. For hundred place nothing is there. For that we have to write 0. So similarly for B question 0.3. In the 10th place, that is decimal part 3 is there. So in tens we can write 3. In ones 0 is there, and for other 2 places nothing is there, means we can write 0 for that 2 places also. Now in C question 10.6. So in the decimal part, that is 10th part, how much is there? 6. So in 10th, 1/10 we can write here 6, and for ones place 0 is there, so we can write here 0. In tens place 1 is there, we can write here 1, and hundreds place nothing is there, for that we can write 0. Similarly, for D question, it is how much? 205.9. So in the decimal part, that is first part 10th place, in 10th place 9 is there, so we can write here 9, and in 1's place 5 is there, so we can write here 5, and 10th place 0 is there, we can write here 0, and in 100 place 2 is there, so we can write here 2. So in this way we can fill these given numbers in the table. Now you understand, all of you, question number 2 also? Okay, good. Now we are going to see the third question. In this third question, the question is write each of the following as decimals. These are the questions. There are A, B, C, D and E. For these decimal numbers which are in the word form, that is in the sentence form, these word form decimals, or you can say sentence form decimals, we have to write in the decimal number form only. So how it is, we can see. In the first question A, 7/10. That means 7/10 means 7 by 10. Tenths it is, that is 7 by 10. So for this decimal, we know that 0.7, because 10th means first place of the decimal, that is 0.7. In the whole part nothing is there, so we wrote here 0 only, that is 0.7. For B question, 2/10 and 9/10. 2/10 are how much? 20. So we can write here 20. Then 9/10, that is 9 is in the 10th place. So for that we can write 9 by 10. So if we write the decimal form as this, the whole part is 20. So 20 point, then decimal part started. For this 9 by 10. So in the first place how much? 9 is only there. So it is 20.9. For this 2/10 and 9/10. Understand? Then you can see 14.6. As it is given in the question itself that 14.6. So we can write 14, then point, then 6. Okay, now see 14.6. So 14.6 is the decimal form for this word form of the decimal number. And the next D, 100 and 2 ones. That means 102 means it is 102. And nothing is there in the 10th place, that is in the decimal place. So we can put a point here. Then we can write 0 for the 10th place. Because in the question, nothing is there in the 10th place. So only 102 ones means 102.0 for the word form of this question number D. Then E, 600.8. As we know, 600 then 0.8. So 600 means 600, then point and 8. So in this way we can write the decimal numbers for the given word form decimal form numbers. Okay, now you understand, all of you, for this third question? Okay, good. Students, now we are going to see the fourth question of this exercise, that is write each of the following as decimals. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 questions are there. So in this, the decimal numbers are given in the expanded form. All the questions are there in the expanded form. We have to write these expanded form numbers in the form of decimals. How we can write it, you can see now. So 5 by 10, we know that it is in the 10th. 5 by 10 means 10th. So for this decimal expansion is what? 0.5. Similarly, for this you can see whole part 3 is there, then 3, then decimal part start according to this 10. So point, then it is 7. So 3.7 for this 7/10. So 3 is the whole number part, that is 3, then decimal part started 0.7. So in the next question you see 200 plus 60 plus 5. All these numbers are belongs to whole part. That means 260, then 5 means 265 together. Then decimal part started because of this 1/10. So then decimal in 1/10 how much is there? 1 is there. So it is 265.1. For this expanded form, the decimal number is that. Now in the next question you see 70 plus 8 by 10. 70 whole number is how much is there? Whole part 70. Then for this decimal part started in the first place 8 is there only. So it is 70.8 for this 70 plus 8 by 10. Understand? See in the next question onwards, 88 by 10. 88 by 10 means for this decimal expansion is 8.8. How it is, you can see if you divide 88 by 10. Now you see, as we know the division of these numbers. So 10 how much are 80? 10 8s are 80. then 8 is remaining, here 0, then no number is there to come down. So now we can put a point here. In the lower classes we have seen, in 5th class also, division of the decimal numbers. Now for this point we can write here 0. Now it is 80. 10 how much are 80? 10 8s are 80. Now see, for this 88 by 10, what is the decimal number? 8.8. So we wrote here 8.8 like this. Now in the next question, 4 2 by 10. 4 belongs to whole part. For this we can write 4 plus then decimal part 2 by 10. So for this whole part is 4. Now decimal part started. Point in this first place is 2. So 4 2 by 10 will become 4.2 in the decimal form. Now in the next questions, see 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is not in the form of decimal for 10th place. So to make it in 10th place, we can multiply both numerator and denominator by 5. Then it will become in the denominator 10. See, it is 3 5s are 15, 2 5s are 10. Now we have converted this 3 by 2 in the 10th place form by multiplying both numerator and denominator by 5. If you cut this 5 5, we will get 1 only. That means we have multiplied 3 by 2 by 1 only, and we know that if you multiply by 1 to any fraction or any number, it doesn't affect the given number. So this 3 into 5 by 2 into 5 also is equal to 3 by 2 only. So for our convenience to convert into decimal number, we have did like this, multiplied both numerator and denominator by 5. Now this 3 by 2 will become 15 by 10, and we know that what is the decimal form of this 15 by 10? It is 1.5 like this. Okay, if you divide 15 by 10, you will get 1.5 like this above question. Similarly, for the next one, it is 2 by 5. For this also, we have to convert this denominator in the down number in the form of tens. So 5 how much are 10? 5 2s are 10. So we can multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. So we can get 2 2s are 4 and 5 2s are 10. Now this easily we can convert into decimal form as 0.4, because in the whole form nothing, whole number part nothing is there, means 0.4, or we can divide also, we can get 0.4 only. So 2 by 5, the decimal form is 0.4. In this way you can see this number also we can do like that only. So to convert into tens in the denominator, so 5 how much are 5 2s are. So we multiplied by 2 here, then 12 2s are 24 by 5 2s are 10. According to this 10, so if you divide 2.4, we can get 24. If you divide 24 by 10, we can get 2.4. So the decimal form of 12 by 5 is how much? 2.4 only. Now in the next question, 3 by 5. For this we can write 3 plus 3 by 5, because whole part is 3 and decimal part is 3 by 5. And for this 3 by 5, we can convert this denominator in the tens. So 5 how much are tens? 5 2s are tens. So we can multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. So we can get 3, then 3 2s are 6 by 5 2s are 10. The decimal form is 3.6. Now you understand 3 by 5 whose decimal form is 3.6. Like this, for this question also, 4 plus 1 by 2 will be equal to 4 plus, for 1 by 2 we can convert this denominator in tens. That means 2 how much are 10? 2 5s are. So we can multiply and both numerator and denominator by 5. So we can get 4 plus 5 1s are 5 by 2 5s are 10. This will become 4.5. So the decimal form of 4 1 by 2 is 4.5. In this way we can convert the given expanded form of the numbers in decimals. So like this we can do it. I think all of you understand this question? Yes? Good. Students, now we are going to see the fifth question of this exercise, that is, write the following decimals as fractions, then reduce the fractions to lowest form. So all the given questions are in decimal form. For this we have to write in fractions. After getting fractions, we have to again convert into lowest form, or we can say simplest form. How it is we can see. See, for this question A, 0.6. So after the decimal it is in tenth. So for this we know that how to write. It is 6 by 10. So the fractional form of 0.6 is 6 by 10. For this we have to convert into lowest form. How it is you can see. Now 6 by 10. What is the common multiple of both 6 and 10? 2 is the common multiple of both 6 and 10. So we can divide both 6 and 10 by 2 because 2 is the common multiple for both 6 and 10. So now 2 almost are 6, 2, 3 is 6, 2 almost are 10, 2, 5 is 10. So in this there is no common multiple other than 1. So we can stop here. So for this fractional number 6 by 10, the lowest form is 3 by 5. So first we have converted this 0.6 into fraction, that is 6 by 10. Then again this fraction 6 by 10 is again converted into lowest form, that is 3 by 5. In this way we can see the remaining questions as well. Now it is 2.5. For this 2.5 we can write how much? 2 by 10, as we seen in the previous questions. 2.5 means 25 by 10. Now in this fractional number 25 by 10, we have to reduce into lowest form. What is the common multiple of both 25 and 10? There is 5 is the common multiple of both 25 and 10. So for reducing into lowest form, we can divide both numerator and denominator by the common multiple, that is by 5. So now you can see 5 almost at 25, 5 5 is at 25, 5 almost at 10, 5 2 is at 10. So the fractional form of this 2.5 is 25 by 10. Again this 25 by 10 is reduced into lowest form, that is 5 by 2 is the lowest form of this 25 by 10 and 25 by 10 is the fractional form of 2.5. Similarly for this question C, you can see 1.0. 1.0 means that is 10 by 10. And for this we can reduce into lowest form. For this you can see what is the common multiple. Here the common multiple is 10 only. So we can divide by 10 to both the numbers. 10 almost are 10, 10 ones are 10, 10 almost are 10, 10 ones are 10. So it is 1 by 1. For this we can say also 1. So 1.0, the fractional form of this decimal number 1.0 is 10 by 10 and the lowest form of this 10 by 10 is, we can say 1 by 1 or simply 1. Similarly, the remaining questions you can do by yourself. Students, now we are going to see the next question, that is 6th question of this exercise, that is express the following as centimeter using decimals. In all the questions the units are in millimeter and in some questions centimeter and millimeter both the numbers are in both units, that is in millimeter as well as millimeter centimeter. But we have to convert only in centimeters only according to the question. How it is we can see. For this first question, that is 2 millimeter. We know that 10 millimeters is equal to how much? 1 centimeters. All of you know na? Yes. 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. Then how much is 1 millimeter? It will be the 1/10 of the centimeter. 1/10 of the centimeter. So 1 millimeter is equal to 1/10 of the centimeter. Therefore now 2 millimeters will become 2 into, for 1 millimeter 1 by 10 centimeter. It will become 2 ones are 2 by 10 centimeter. Okay. Now this fractional form of 2 by 10, we know that it is in tenths. That means 0.2 centimeter. Understand all of you? 2 by 10 always will become how much? 0.2 centimeter. In this way we can convert the remaining questions also. It is how much? 30 millimeter. As we know, 10 millimeters is equal to 1 centimeter. Then 1 millimeter is equal to 1 by 10 centimeter. Therefore 30 millimeter is equal to 30 into 1 by 10 centimeter. This will become 31 30 by 10 centimeter. Okay. Now if we divide 30 by 10, we can get 3.0 centimeter. As we seen in the previous questions, how to divide any number by 10 also. Or shortcut we can write 30 by 10 means 3.0 centimeter. In the next question, it is 116 millimeter. We know that for 1 millimeter how much? 1 by 10 centimeters. So therefore 116 millimeters will be 116 into 1 by 10 centimeter. It will become 116 by 10 centimeter. If you divide by 10 to this, we will get 11.6 centimeter. So all of you understand how to convert the given millimeters into centimeter. Now in this question you can see already 4 is in centimeter, then 2 is in millimeter. First we have to break up this question in this way. 4 centimeter plus 2 millimeter. It is in already centimeter. So as asking in the question, convert into centimeter. This part is already in the centimeter. Only we have to convert this millimeter into centimeter. That is like this. 2 millimeters will become 2 by 10 centimeter. Then this will become 4 centimeter plus, if you together we can write how much? This is the whole part 4 and in the decimal part it is 2. So together we can write 4.2 centimeter. All of you understand? Okay. The remaining questions you can try by yourself. Good. Students, now we are going to see the next question, that is 7th question. In this question, see what is given. Between which two whole numbers on the number line? That means number line is already given in the question. Number line are the given numbers. That means these numbers, given numbers lie. That means these given decimal numbers lies between which two whole numbers in this number line. And also which of these whole numbers is nearer the numbers. These whole numbers are nearer to which whole number? The first whole number or second whole number, like that we have to give the answer. See in the first question 0.8. 0.8 is between which number? 0 and 1. Because it is less than 1 and greater than 0. So 0.8 lies between which two whole numbers? 0 and 1. So we can write here 0.8 lies between two whole numbers, which are they? 0 and 1. And this number is nearer to which? It is nearer to 1, not 0, because between 0 and 1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, then it is 1.0, that means 1. So between these two there are 10 millimeters are there, like that. So 0.8 is very nearer to the whole number 1 only. So 0.8 lies between which two whole numbers? 0 and 1, and it is nearer to which number? 1. And 0.8 is nearer to which whole number? 1. Similarly, in the next question you can see 5.1. 5.1 means after 5, then small divisions 1. So 5.1 lies between which two whole numbers? 5 and 6. So because from these there are 10 divisions, so 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.6, 5.7, 5.8, 5.9, then 6.0 means 6 only. So 5.1 comes between which two whole numbers? 5 and 6, and it is nearer to which number? 5 whole numbers. So we can write this 5.1 lies between which two whole numbers? 5 and 6, and it is nearer to, and 5.1 is nearer to which whole number? That the whole number 5. It is nearer to 5 only. Now you understand, all of you? In this way you can do the remaining questions by yourself. Good. Students, now we can see the next question, that is question number 8. In this what is given? Show the following numbers on the number line. That means decimal numbers are given. These decimal numbers we have to show in the number line, or we can say locate these decimal numbers in the number line. How it is we can see in the solution of these questions. First of all we have to draw a number line. Okay, we draw a number line. Okay, in this first division we can start with 0. Then you can see maximum in this question 0.2, 1.9, 1.1, 2.5. That means up to 3 whole numbers we can take from 0 onwards. So 1 part, 2 part, and the third part. So from here to here 1 we can say, then 2, and we can say 3. So now these whole numbers we can divide into 10 divisions for getting these decimal parts, because from the given whole numbers 0 to 1 there are 10 divisions to locate these numbers. Similarly from 1 to 10 divisions and 2 to 3 10 divisions we can mark like that. Say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 then 10. Similarly 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So here also 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 then 10. Okay, in this you can see 0.2. That means after 0 then 2 divisions. It is 0, it is 0.1, it is 0.2. So this number is what? 0.2 for question number A. For question number A, 0.2 is represented on the number line. In the next question, 1.9. 1.9 means after the whole number 1, then there is 9th part, 9th tenth. Okay. So 9th tenth means 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8. It is 1.9. So here we can write 1.9. Now you understand all of you how can we write or how can we locate this 1.9 on the number line? So from between 1 and 2 there are 10 divisions are there. So first one you can read as 1.1, then 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8. Here 1.9. So we have represented this 1.9 on the number line. Similarly 1.1. 1.1 means it is 1, then 0.1, that is 1.1. So for C question, this is the 1.1 for C question, and this is B question 1.9. And in the next 2.5, whole number 2, yes 2, then small 5 divisions. 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5. So this number will represent 2.5 on the number line for D question. All of you understand how to locate or how to represent the given decimals on the number line? All of you understand now? Yes, good. Students, now we are going to see the next question. That is question number 9. In this question, see, write the decimal number represented by the points A, B, C, D. See, in this number line, the points are represented as A, B, C, D. So for this, on the given number line. So write the decimal numbers for this represented ABCD. ABCD we have to write in decimal numbers on the given number line itself. So it is, you can see A, point A. See, A is between the whole number 0 and 1. A is between the whole number 0 and 1. And we know that after 0, the first place is 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, then 0.9, then 1.0. So A is at which place? 0.8. So the decimal form of A is 0.8. We represented A as 0.8. Then in the next, see B, between which two whole numbers? Between 1 and 2. So between 1 and 2, point B is represented. So we have to write the point B, the decimal form, how it is. So after 1, it is 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. So B is at which place? It is at 1.3. 1.3. Understand? And for C, C comes between the two whole numbers 2 and 3. C is between 2 and 3. And we have to write the decimal representation of this point C. How it is? After 2, it is 2.1, 2.2. So for C, we can write 2.2. Similarly, D also between 2 and 3. The whole numbers 2 and 3. Point D is between the two whole numbers 2 and 3. So what is the decimal point or what is the decimal place of this point D means? See, after 2, it is 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8. It is 2.9. So D is at 2.9. So in this way, we can write the decimal numbers for the given points A, B, C, D, which are already represented in the number line. For that, they are asked to write the decimal numbers for the represented point A, B, C, D. In this way, we wrote that A for 0.8 and B for 1.3 and C for 2.2 and D for 2.9. Why means? Because 0.8 comes between the two whole numbers 0 and 1 and 1.3 comes between the two whole numbers 1 and 2 and C also comes between the two whole numbers 2 and 3, D also between 2 and 3. So for that, in this way we have shown the decimal numbers for the given points. Understand all of you? Good. Students, now we are going to see the last question of this exercise, that is 10th question. In this 10th question there are two sections are there, A and B. In the first section you can see the length of Ramesh's notebook is 9 cm 5 mm. What will be its length in centimeter? Already we have seen in the previous question that how we can convert the given length in centimeter. If it is in millimeter, then how can we convert that into centimeters completely? So the solution of the first question A, that is the length is given in centimeter as well as millimeter. So that whole centimeter and millimeter we have to convert into only centimeter. How it is you can see. First we can break up the centimeter and millimeter like this. So we can write 9 centimeter plus 5 millimeter. And we know that 9 centimeter plus 5 millimeter, if we convert into centimeter, we have to divide by 10 as we seen in the previous questions today only. So now this unit millimeter will become centimeter after dividing by 10 or after writing 5 by 10 like this. So now both the numbers are in centimeters. So we can together write like this. It is whole part and it is decimal part, and in the first place only 10th place. So the complete decimal representation of this 9 cm and 5 by 10 cm will become 9.5 cm. So the given length 9 cm 5 mm completely be converted into 9.5 cm in 1 unit, that is centimeter. Similarly for B section, the length of a young gram plant is 65 mm. Gram plant means chana. In Hindi we can say chana plant. So it is in 65 mm. Express its length in centimeter completely. So here also in the same way 65 mm we have to convert into centimeter. How it is? As we seen that in the previous question, like 1 millimeter will become is equal to how much? 1 by 10 centimeter. So now 65 millimeters is equal to 65 into 1 by 10 centimeter, or we can say 65 by 10 centimeter, and we know that if we divide 65 by 10 we can get 6.5 centimeter completely. So 65 millimeters will be 6.5 centimeters completely. So in this way we can convert this millimeter into centimeters according to the question. Now you understand, all of you? I think from all this exercise 8.1 understand nicely. Oh, you will do the remaining questions which are not done in this exercise in the class itself. You can do by yourself. Okay? Have a nice day. Bye.